Now, you want to talk biggest profit margins is, ice to Singapore, Malaysia. But you'll die if you get caught. Tokyo, but these you're taking a $10,000-$12,000 unit here and turning it into, $200,000. Cane to Australia is really good too, but the reason why is it's much harder to crack Australia, right? So, the first thing you got to understand is what's your risk tolerance for doing time. And then the second thing you got to understand is what is your operating capital? How much money do you have to start? Right? Just like Only Gas, how much money did it cost you to start it?
Fucking enough. I'll say that.
Yeah. So it's no different. It's no different. Right? This shit ain't taxed, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
we have very good prices actually.
Yeah. But it's not, it's not going through right?
No. Yeah. All
so it's
DTC
not taxed,
online.
It's not metric. It's not, so same shit.
Shout out the farm bill.
Nobody cares about weed anymore, right? But it's a crime actually.
Yeah. Well, under the farm bill, this is hemp technically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's not illegal, but it's good shit. That
even
smoking,
better. Good.
That's interestingly, that's what a lot of people who used to be growing and shipping stuff illegally are doing now. They're just getting into this industry and running the same farms and just doing it legally. Just getting licensed and continuing their stuff.
Yeah, but they're also, they're playing games with the TA.
Of course. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So
of course they are.
Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically, I have no risk no ceiling on my risk tolerance, right? I have hella money.
Oh, then you want to send ice to Asia.
That's the play. To Singapore specifically, or just Asia in general?
Singapore, Malaysia, China. Why stop there? If you're not worried about having a bullet in the back of your head a week later, then
We'll assume that I don't. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
How do it's got to be hard to even find people who will take that from me in those countries, right?
That's the first thing. Not only that, there's another question. You find somebody who will take it from you in that country. You also have to find somebody who will take it from you and actually pay you once they get your money. Because it's a huge amount of money coming back. This is what I tell people all the time when they say, oh, I'm going to do this or that or the other thing. I go, the first thing that most people don't understand is you think you know somebody, right? You don't know them until they owe you money for that product and pay.
Yeah.
You have a concept of a connect. You don't have a connect until you prove that person has received your shit and paid. And then if you send them $20,000 worth of stuff and they paid $20,000, all you know is they're a connect that's good to $20,000. That doesn't mean you can send them $100,000 and still get it. At a certain point, it might become worth it to them to just rob you and take their chances.
Yeah, you can't even be sure you'll get another $20,000
so
back.
more important than the method is the person who's going to pay you, the connect. Who are you doing this business with? Then once you have that solved, then you can worry about product and method.
Okay.
But that is the most valuable component.
So let's say I find the perfect guy. I'm going to Singapore. I've got my fucking... And now I need to figure out how to get it over there.
Okay, so you'd go... I would go on the Trade Commission over there in Singapore, and I would go on the State Department here, and I would find what is the biggest volume of goods and services shipped between our two countries.
That's info that's publicly available?
Oh, yeah, you can find out.
Interesting. Okay.
So trade, whatever the trade is, I'd go World Trade Organization, I'd go everywhere. Then I'd go on Import Genius. I'd spend, I don't know, maybe it's $4, $5, $6 a month. And I'd look at all the containers and bills of lading that are going from here to Malaysia, from here to Singapore, from here to Indonesia, any of the countries, wherever my connect was. And I'd see what's actually getting shipped. I'd look at trade deals. I'd look at what tax implications are, and then I'd start narrowing it down to products that would work. And then I would put private investigator. I'd find companies that do those. I'd see if any of them were in financial trouble, and I'd try to leverage their existing shipping line. Now, if I could find that they were in financial trouble and were willing to do it, great. If not, put a private investigator on them and find compromising information to leverage that. Maybe they're already doing dirt.
Okay. I like that. So I mean, you're gonna get a plug for that one way or another, effectively.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're managing to keep an arm's distance because you're not the actual one shipping it.
Yep.
So you have buffer zone when somebody gets busted,
Yep.
right? Like you have, like we got tsunami warning, right? Hours in advance. You'll have a couple. Hey, that dude got busted. He knows me.
It's time to clean
So
house.
that's the first buffer zone, right? Yeah.
Time to figure this shit out.
If I was in that position where I absolutely had to and had no, where my mom needed $10 million for an operation to save her life, or my wife, or my daughter, or something like that, then, and I had to, and there was just no other way, but that operation.
Some people are getting fucked over. It sounds like
I would do what I needed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that much about myself. It's, I would do what needed to be done in that moment, or at least try. Nobody can guarantee success, and I mean, I guess if you had an unlimited budget, you could go to setting up your own, wood flooring company, if that's something we send a lot there. You could go to setting up your own steel company, but I'm imagining that there's a certain time limit and urgency to your question. So I would go to leverage.
I like that. So let's say I find a shipping company that's making some bad decisions and they agree they're going to help me out. They need some money. I get my first shipment over there. Everything's looking good. What do I have to worry about with customs? Are they going to be searching my container immediately? Or
well, you're right. You're playing the numbers, right? If this company already ships there, 3, 4, 7
you're just
containers
hoping
a month.
It's going to get through and not get.
Yeah, they've already been checked.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to maintain the same weight and volume of shipments.
Yep.
Right now, you might want to create a buffer for them, where they can say that this came from their supplier and they didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you might want to plant those seeds, like where they have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Right? So depending on the product, like let's say wood flooring, right? And company X makes the wood flooring that I ship over there to construction companies for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you'd want to get it done in such a way that people on their yard would see. Maybe you'd want to get a company X truck and load your wood floor boxes with your dope and deliver it like company X delivers it.
Mm-hmm.
So when they bust the dude when they come to the dude who owns the company that's your partner, when they investigate or interview his people, they're going to say, hey, nobody packed that shit here. It came on that truck. We watched it like it always does. Now you throw it, now it's thrown off to company X.
I like this. This is some real out of the box thinking that we've got going here.
Yeah, I should charge for it.
You should.